So it's been about 6 months, I think, since the last time I filmed a shelf tour. Since then, a lot has changed in my collection, but I'm gonna just try to make this as quick as possible. I don't want it to end up being too long, so we're just gonna go ahead. First off, the stuff on the top and the bottom I'll just go over briefly because it's not album related, but in this bag is fan site slogans and uchiwas. In this bag is freebies that come with albums that sellers give, and then I have my NCT light stick back there and a bakery box that has a story to it, but no one cares, so I'm not gonna get into it. Oh, and sorry if the camera's like a little shaky, I'm doing it with my hand, but right here, this shelf is mainly just for the boys. I have my photo card binder right here, random 17 stuff. I have way too much 17 merch and I don't have places to put it, so here is the 2019 Season's Greetings and the Diamond Edge DVD. But then for the boys albums, I've got the first, still don't have any of the Start yet, but I do have both versions of the Sphere, both regular versions of the Only, both versions of Bloom Bloom, all three versions of Dreamlike, Tattoo, and all three versions of Reveal. For the next shelf, this one, there's a lot going on this one, but over here I have my wavy collection. So there's Takeoff, Take Over the Moon, Sequel, and Awaken the World. This is the groups that I recently started collecting but are pretty low on my priority list, so I finally have decided to start collecting Red Velvet. For now I just have one album, but hopefully soon I'll be able to get more. But I do just have RBB. Same for SF9, I just recently started collecting them. I've got Mamma Mia and Glorious, both versions, and then again, same thing for Pentagon. I collected Pentagon up until 2018, and then I sold my collection. But after Road to Kingdom, I was like, I need to collect them again, so I got Summer because it's one of my favorite releases from them. Then for TXT, I do have a complete collection. So I've got Dream Chapter, Star, both versions of Magic, Magic Hour, Eternity, and Drama. Then more 17 stuff. There is the light stick and my 17 photo card binder. This shelf is a little sad, I guess. It's the shelf of groups that I stopped collecting or I'm not collecting as actively anymore. So a major change to my collection since the last time I filmed this video is that I stopped collecting NCT, at least completely, so I'm not going to be getting any of their future releases unless I really, really like them. But yeah, so I kept Neozone, the T version. This right here is I think it's the regular version of Regular. And then I have both versions of Empathy, We Are Superhuman, Cherry Bomb, We Go Up, Chain, and I also stopped actively or completely collecting Super M, so I just have two versions of their debut. And then for EXO, I started collecting them again since my last video, but I'm just gonna get my favorite albums from them, so I just have Don't Mess Up My Tempo. And same thing for BTS as well. I started collecting them again since my last video. Only my favorite releases from them. So I have Map of the Soul 7, Young Forever, the BTS World OST, Persona, and Love Yourself Tear. And then there's also X1 on this shelf. We know what happened there. Obviously not collecting them anymore. But then for my final album shelf on this set of shelves is 17. This collection hasn't changed a ton since my last video just because they're pretty low on my priority list right now, but I do have 17 Carat. This is the black version photo cards, boyz B, Seek version, Love and Letter Love version, Love and Letter repack, the normal edition, and then two versions of Going 17, one version of All One, two versions of Teenage, both versions of Director's Cut, two versions of You Make My Day, all three versions of You Made My Dawn, all versions of an ode, Fallen Flower, and all 4 versions of this album. I butcher it every time I say it, so I'm not gonna say it, but you know what it is. And I do have 24 hours on the way as well. For this bottom shelf down here, sorry, I'm sitting on the floor. This is like non-album stuff, so I'm just gonna breeze over it. But I have 17's Star One magazine from August of 2018, I think. Yeah. Mingyu's first solo cover and Joy's singles cover from August of this year. And then I have 17's third generation Carrot Kit, NCT 127's. Sorry, the lighting is really bad, but NCT 127's 2019 summer kit or summer package, and NCT Dreams 2020 Season's Greetings. And then back here is a bunch of paper slogans, like fan projects, fan-made slogans, fan site slogans, just from concerts and stuff. There's like fan arts back here, the Nail Zone stuff. There's folded posters in this box. There's Nail Zone, or Nail City Seoul merch. Oh, and the postcard from NCT Dream's Japanese debut. These are card sleeves for my binders, and then light sticks for my battery. And then this is like a bunch of beauty stuff. Here's the locks for the TXT albums, but there's like a Hyungwon hand cream, there's like VT Cosmetics, there's Mingyu's hand cream. These are other fan projects from concerts, and then Jisung's We Young pin from the SM store that my friend got me, pin backings. But that's it for this shelf. But since my last video, I did get a new shelf over there. So I did have to move some of my stuff over there. Okay, so for this shelf, on the top, I have no idea what's going on up here. There's Kylo Ren, BB-8, Frog and Toad, a barn that I made at the beginning of quarantine, but I lost interest in completing it. Also, apparently I keep pencils up here, as well as measuring tapes. But yes, on and off, they have their own shelf because of these signed albums that my friend surprised me with for my birthday this year. I have a slogan up there that I made for Road to Kingdom, and a milk carton as well. But as far as albums go, I have all of their Korean releases, but not their Japanese release yet. I have On and Off, You Complete Me, We Must Love, Go Live, and Spin Off. Hopefully their collection will grow sooner, because it's really small. It's a little sad, but anyways, this shelf, kind of hate it. It definitely does not look anything like how I want it to look. But oneus, Golden Child, oneus has consistent yet frustrating packaging, at least for me, and then Golden Child's packaging just gets bigger and bigger and bigger as time goes on. So for oneus, these horrendously displayed albums would be Light Us, Raise Us, both versions, Fly With Us, and then In Its Time, and I do have Lived on the way as well. And then for Golden Child, can we get them all in the frame? I've got Goldcha, Miracle, both versions, Wish, both versions, Reboot, Without You, and Take a Leap. And I will not be getting the deluxe version of Reboot just because I don't have money for that. But no thank you. Anyways, that's it for albums. For the rest of this shelf, it kind of does double as my bedside table, so I don't keep albums on there. I guess I have like a 17 calendar there, and like chapstick and lotion, my 17 cup. Down here is like, oh, there's like a pin board down here. It's pretty boring. Of scrunchy. And then books. Those are albums that I'm still trying to get rid of. Some books that I started reading and then didn't finish reading. But that's it for my shelves. I've actually had this shelf for months, but only a couple days ago did I actually move albums onto it. It's been empty for like 3-4 months. So yeah, I feel actually a lot better now that I moved some of the stuff that was over there to here, just because it was getting really crowded and really ugly. It still doesn't look how I wanted it to, or how I want it to, but I'm starting to feel like I'm not ever going to be satisfied with it. So yeah, I'm gonna end this here. Hopefully it did not get too long, but yes, I will probably be doing a photo card update soon as well. Thank you for watching if you made it this far, and bye bye!